Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and in this video I thought I would talk about a fellow yarn friend that I found here on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description to her YouTube channel and to her website. I think that's all I'll link. But okay, so I originally found out about this gal a while ago, but it was during the hecticness of the school year. So I kind of like put it in that file like, oh, I'll do something about this later, and then forgot about it. And so this summer I have been having a really great time relaxing and getting to do as much crochet as I want, just sitting and watching videos and crocheting. And I came across her YouTube channel in what's that called, in the recommended videos. So I was just like, I wanted to watch something new, and I scrolled through and I'm like, huh, this sounds familiar. And her YouTube channel is Craftably Ever After. Now, I was like, man, why does that sound so familiar? So I decided to watch her channel, and I watched a video, and she makes a lot of amigurumi, and I've just been a little bit on an amigurumi kick myself. So I was like, oh, let me scroll through her videos, and then I saw she had a gnome video, and that's what hit the click for me that I knew who she was. So Craftably Ever After, the lady that has the YouTube channel, her name is Cassandra, and she actually entered and won one of the prizes for my gnome along. So if you remember back in February, I came up with a lovable Valentine's gnome, and I made my first pattern, and I linked it in the description, blah, blah, blah. And I gave everybody a month to make a Valentine gnome of their own. They didn't have to use my pattern. They could make any gnome they want. And I had 3 winners chosen each by my children. Someone who emailed me, somebody who posted theirs in our Facebook group, and then someone who did a hashtag lovable Valentine's gnome on Instagram. And she won on Instagram. I want to say Maddie chose hers. She had an adorable cupcake gnome. And I remember that she had said something like that she had a channel or Instagram or something. I couldn't remember. I can't remember now what I thought she said then. Okay, so I was looking through, watching more of her videos. I really loved it. I thought I would give you a little bit of rundown of her YouTube channel. Took some notes in my little Crochet Society notebook. Like I said, her name is Cassandra. She's from Denmark, and so she has a cute accent. Cute, maybe it's normal for her and we have accents, but you know what I mean. But she's very understandable. It's not like you have to try to really listen carefully to try to understand what she's saying. She makes a lot of amigurumi, like I said. So some of the things that I saw on there were some bunnies and obviously the Valentine's gnomes. She was making a little set of them to go in these cute little cupcake tins. She also is a fan of Crochet Society. And so she had given herself a challenge to make each of the subscription boxes. And I really got excited about one of them because I can't remember what month it was. I want to say January or February. There was some really awesome pink yarn. I wish I had it right here for you to see. It used to be that this was my Crochet Society cubby and I would have grabbed it, but I've moved it. Anyway, and the amigurumi for that month was this elephant. Now, I'm not against elephants. I think they're great, but I wasn't necessarily a fan of that pattern, and I was kind of like, I didn't know what to do. But I really loved the yarn, and I really loved the goodies that came in that box. So I actually bought in the past box shop. Occasionally Bella Coco will put them on for $10 a box. I know, what a steal. And so I bought a couple more of them. But anyway, to make a long story, she followed the bulk of the pattern as it was written in the book, but then changed it. Instead of doing a trunk, did some bunny ears. And I was like, hey, I love bunnies, and who doesn't love a pink bunny? So that is now on my short list of things to make. I was debating actually making 3 of them, one for each of my nieces that live in Minnesota. So after going through and looking through her patterns, or her the links, because this is how I got connected to her website, was she said in her description box below, she was going to link the pattern to this cupcake gnome, which sadly the gal that she linked no longer has anything in her Etsy shop. So I couldn't purchase that pattern. But I did see that she had a website. She also has Instagram. So then I went to her website and I was like, hey, I love this. I have it up here on my computer, which you guys can't really see, but I just wanted to give you a little overview. So she has one of the tabs says hi there, and it's an introduction to her. And she talks about her family, and there's pictures of her and crocheting around. Oh, I clicked on something. And there's pictures of, like I said, her family. Then the next thing I noticed is says Craftably Corner. And on that heading, it shows some more patterns, and it's actually, I think, her blog. Blog is where you type it. And she has the headlines to each of her blogs. Okay, so if you want to read what she has to say, it's under that section. The next part was printables and patterns. Yeah, so she has a few free patterns on her website. There is a Buddy Bunny. There is an Easter Plumpy. It's called Agatha, the Easter Plumpy. I'm not quite sure what a Plumpy is, but it does have bunny ears. So there it is. And as I was scrolling through, she has these really cute layouts for the patterns. You know, maybe I'll do some camera work here so I can show you better. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. Here's Agatha, the Easter Plumpy. And then over here, it talks about what that is. She gave you a little blurb about it. And then down here is where you click on to print. And what I really loved was, to be honest, you guys, it reminds me of my classroom newsletter, but she's got the name of her amigurumi. She's got a picture of it. Got a nice box here with the materials and tools, skills, abbreviations, some few notes, and then it has the pattern right here. And then you can click right here to either download this pattern to your computer, or you can come up here and print. So I thought, wow, that's super great. How cute is that? Here is the Easter basket she designed, and that, like I said, that little pattern. And this is where I stopped the cheeky bee, okay? So now for some reason, I'm having problems printing from my Chromebook, but these are the bees that she made. And now I'm gonna flip my camera back to stop showing you the website. Because the only other thing at the top was over here, contact. This is what I just showed you all. This is her introduction of herself. This is her blog. This is the printable patterns. That's where we are. And then contact information. So I decided to give a go when doing this video about her and try out one of her patterns. So I decided to try the bee. Okay. So like I said, I tried to print it, but it didn't work. For some reason, my Chromebook is being fussy. Either that or my husband's printer is being fussy. But I was able to open it up to print, and I was able to see a full enough document. I'm sure I could have downloaded it to my computer, and I made her little bee. Now, she has something that goes on the top of the head, which I thought about doing, but decided not to because I have a separate plan for this little bee. And you could make it a keychain or something to hook on a kid's backpack, which I'm kind of leaning to do it. But anyway, this is the little bee. It was very easy to follow. I used Karen's Simply Soft in a pink and yellow color. The wings, as you can see, are little hearts. I sewed them on. I kind of wish I would have moved them up a little higher, like here, because I feel like they look low. But you could hold it like this. It's just a little toy bee. Okay, that's all. I feel like maybe the head could use more stuffing. I am not a fan of embroidery, and so she has some kind of a winky eye and a mouth. I just simply did a V and two eyes. I'm debating putting on some antenna instead of the keychain. But then again, I also might do something on the top for a keychain, because what I'm thinking about doing, one, I like to make all these amigurumis, and they just sit around my house piled up. I thought about making a bunch and having them in my prize bin in the classroom. I just got done making a bunch of octopus. Now, many of you in my last video when I was talking about making amigurumis looked up for me the plural of octopus, which is octopuses. However, Tina, one of my main gals, she said octopod is also acceptable, and I think I like that better. But anyway, I have a bunch of those I made. I think I'm up to like 6 or 8. And then I made this cute little bee. Honestly, if I had not had anybody nagging me, and I'm not complaining, but you know when you have kids that are talking to you and all that kind of stuff, if I could have worked straight through, I don't think it could have taken me much more than an hour and a half to make this. But it did turn out to be a longer endeavor with the other things that I needed to do. I couldn't just sit straight through. But anyway, this is from the gal, Craftable Ever After, Cassandra. So I just thought I would give her a little shout out. Head over to her channel. She has very few subscribers. I know that I do have a lot more. I usually only have 2,000 to 3,000 people, 2,000 to 3,000 views for a video. But if all of you went into the description box and popped over and clicked on her link and subscribed, wouldn't that be great? She could get up to 1,000, because she really does have some very well written, very well organized patterns. She has free patterns available on her blog, and they're super cute, and she is really charming. And man alive, she has a lot of time for crocheting. She's making so many projects. So I just thought I would give her a little shout out to her YouTube channel and to her website. Both of those will be linked in the description box below. Description box, not block. But that is all I have for this video. I just thought I would do a quick little shout out video to Craftably Ever After. All right, yeah, check out her patterns in her channel. This is a perfect little tiny bee to put in the prize bin. Okay, well, thanks for watching and subscribing. Thanks for liking and sharing my videos. And until the next video, happy crafting. Bye.